Hello everyone, welcome to CloudAffaire. In today's video, we are going to discuss Elastic Load Balancer. We are also going to create a network load balancer for a web server. Elastic Load Balancing distributes incoming application or network traffic across multiple targets, such as Amazon EC2 instances, containers, and IP addresses, in multiple availability zones. Elastic Load Balancing scales your load balancer as traffic to your application changes over time and can scale to the vast majority of workloads automatically. Elastic Load Balancer features. Elastic Load Balancer can scale in or scale out according to workloads. Dynamic. You can add and remove compute resources from your load balancer as your needs change, without disrupting the overall flow of requests to your applications. Targets. Elastic Load Balancer can distribute traffic across multiple targets such as EC2 instances, containers, and IP addresses. Target groups. Target groups are used to route requests to one or more registered targets. Listener. A listener checks for connection requests from clients, using the protocol and port that you configure, and forwards requests to one or more target groups, based on the rules that you define. Health checks. You can configure health checks, which are used to monitor the health of the compute resources so that the load balancer can send requests only to the healthy ones. Elastic Load Balancer types. Elastic Load Balancing supports three types of load balancers: application load balancers, network load balancers, and classic load balancers. Application load balancers. An application load balancer functions at the application layer, the seventh layer of the OSI model. After the load balancer receives a request, it evaluates the listener rules in priority order to determine which rule to apply and then selects a target from the target group for the rule action. You can configure listener rules to route requests to different target groups based on the content of the application traffic. Routing is performed independently for each target group, even when a target is registered with multiple target groups. Network Load Balancers. A network load balancer functions at the fourth layer of the OSI model. It can handle millions of requests per second. After the load balancer receives a connection request, it selects a target from the target group for the default rule. It attempts to open a TCP connection to the selected target on the port specified in the listener configuration. Classic Load Balancers. Classic Load Balancer provides basic load balancing across multiple Amazon EC2 instances and operates at both the request level and connection level. Classic Load Balancer is intended for applications that were built within the EC2 Classic network. Next, we are going to create one network load balancer for a web server. Log into AWS console and click EC2 under Compute. We already have an EC2 instance running Apache web server pre-configured for this demo. Navigate to Load Balancers located under Load Balancing. Click Create Load Balancer. Make sure the region of the load balancer is the same as your instance region. Select Network Load Balancer and click Create. Provide a load balancer name and scheme and configure the listener. Our EC2 instance has port 80 open for HTTP traffic to Apache web server. Hence we are configuring the listener to listen to port 80. Next, configure availability zones for your load balancer. Click Next, configure routing. Configure target group for your load balancer and click Next, register targets. Select the instance and click Add to Registered. Once the instance is selected, click Next, Review. Review the configuration and click Create. Our new network load balancer has been successfully created. Click Close. To test the network load balancer, copy DNS under the description of load balancer and paste to your favorite web browser. The HTTP request has been routed to our Apache web server through network load balancer. Hope you have enjoyed this video. To get more content like this, please subscribe to CloudAffaire and follow us on social with links in the description.